video about my car, the E46 BMW 320D SE spec. It's finishing Orient Blue. Yeah, it's a diesel, 150 brake from factory. So I'm going to go over my favourite things about the car, the quirks of it, and things to watch out for if you do want to buy one, or if you've already got one and you just don't know how to maybe look after it. I've owned this thing for 5 years and I've done nearly 100,000 miles on it, so I think I've got a good idea. So one of my favourite things about the car is the way it looks. So it's from 2003, it's a 53 plate, so it's 20 years old roughly now. With this specific car being the facelift model, I just think it looks fresher than the pre-facelift. Although the pre-facelift is the one that is pretty much on the M3, it never really changed. But the front of this car, I really like it. I just think it looks nice with the lights and everything like that. Another thing is the driving position. So you're actually not too high, not too low, you're sort of in the middle. It's sort of like a sporty feel, I guess, because of the way you're sat. I'm about 5'7", so I sit in here quite comfy. Everything's where I need it to be, and it's nice and in my reach. Another thing to mention will be the steering weight. So it's actually quite heavy. That's thanks to an old school hydraulic system. So there's no electronics here. You can actually feel where the road is. You can feel where the car is on the road, most importantly. And it's just, I feel like it's a more sportier feel. The center console is actually tilted slightly towards the driver, so it's easier for yourself to just see everything, and it's just easier access. So I've been using this car a lot for long distance journeys. That's pretty much why I bought it. I wanted a diesel, I wanted 6 gears, I wanted cruise control, and for something that's 20 years old, it still gives me decent MPG figures. I still get 43 on the motorway. Around town it's not so great. You can probably go down to about 28 if you're just caning it or not doing like, you know, not going through the gears. But on the motorway you can definitely get 43. So some quirks about the E46. So any owner will tell you that they hear the boot opening sound. Anyone can recognize that sound. If you've owned an E46 and you hear that, you know it's an E46 boot opening. If you remove the silencers and install a sports cat, you can get the car to sound like this. Another quirk would be that all the window switches are actually in the middle here. Well, for the front anyway. The back ones, they've got it individually on each door like a normal car. But on the front, I don't have it here, it's all here. So when I get a passenger who sits in this seat and they want to open their window, they look to their door and they're like, what the hell, where is it? It's just always funny. So things to watch out for. The handbrake isn't the best in this car. I don't know if it's just mine, but they ain't great. You have to tighten them up or like maybe get them looked at. Since these cars are getting on a bit now, they do suffer from rust. So the rear arches and the front wings, those are prone to go. The front wings you can just literally just change them out, so it's fine. But the rear ones, I think it's actually like a welding job, so you have to cut metal out and then put metal in or something like that. But I know that you can get like a replacement whole panel, but then that entails spot welds and all that kind of jazz, and it's a bit more complex. And the last thing I would say to look out for are the swirl flaps and the EGR valve. Now, these engines are actually very good. I've never had any issues with them. It's just been maintenance really, just looking after the car, making sure it's getting its regular oil changes, filters, all that kind of stuff. If you can get rid of the swirl flaps, you should, because they can sort of be ingested by the engine itself, so it's not great for the engine to swallow a bit of metal. There's plenty of videos out there telling you exactly why, the ins and outs of it, so you can definitely look into that. The EGR valve itself, I would definitely say to remove that, because then the car's just breathing better, you know what I mean? And then you're going to get the better MPG that way as well. So for these sort of diesel components and parts to change, I would definitely recommend Darkside Developments. That's who I use for my EGR Delete. They've done their work. The R&D is next level. Anybody in the diesel tuning game knows that name, so yeah, I definitely recommend them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. Be sure to check out my other channel, Continental Car Club. So I do films and documentaries with 2 other talented individuals on there as well. Yeah, there's big things to come over there. This is just kind of like my mess around channel. I upload whatever I can or whatever I want really. But yeah, thanks a lot for viewing. Drop a like, drop a comment, be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.